New this morning, the hip hop culture has evolved over the past 30 years. In the beginning, rappers talked about overcoming adversity that plagued their communities. But now most rappers are talking about murder, illegal weapons, and drugs. But a local rapper and a local business owner are looking to change that with a workshop teaching the responsibilities of hip hop. So, Zach, do you believe that a lot of the violence in our city and our parish comes from children listening and getting the wrong message from rap? I mean, how much of it is mental?
At one point in time, I didn't believe that, because which I still do believe that people make their own choices. But I also believe that now, as I've gotten older and I look at it, I can see where some of this music can influence people to make the wrong choices because you want to try to live a certain lifestyle that their favorite rapper is talking about. You know,
But what is the
so I
reality of really living that lifestyle? Because I think it was Master P who basically said, I rap this, but I don't teach my kids this.
and see that's what a lot of them don't understand, that a lot of their favorite rappers aren't actually living and doing the things that they say that they're doing, because if they were, they wouldn't be able to continue to rap. We who try to live that, they face their demise. Either they die or they go to jail. So you got to look at it as it's entertainment. You just can't be out there moving that way. People want to be, well, I'm real. If I said I did it, if I said I meant it. Well, we don't. We see movies and stuff all the time. Them people ain't really living that. That's entertainment.
Being around kids and listening to them always reciting raps after their favorite artists, and so many of them be talking about death and destruction within the Black community. So I was like, we should have a more responsible way of just conveying our message to our kids.
There used to be a lot of knowledge and wisdom in the music. Nowadays you don't get that so much. There are artists out there that give you that, but you have to really just search for them. They're not put on the mainstream level or nothing like that.
So give me an example of a rapper that had the knowledge when he did his beat, he or
Um,
she.
you had like your Rakims, you had your Tribe Called Quest. Even with NWA and Ice Cube and them, even as hard edged as their music was, it was a lot of messages in there as far as suppression of our people, things that the government would do. It was a lot of consequences spoken about the bad stuff that may occur.
And I felt like Tupac spoke on teen
Tupac
pregnancy.
also.
Wasn't he like talking about when Brenda had a baby, or was that somebody else?
Yeah, Tupac also. Yeah, Brenda's Got a Baby. And the crazy thing about that song is that he really just was in town somewhere and read a newspaper article and wrote about it.
We're going to teach kids how to make shirts and make uh, tennis shoes. Like spray airbrush these tennis shoes. We're going to teach them how to because everybody can't be a rapper. We're going to teach how to do videos, how to edit videos. We're going to teach, Big Zach going to teach them how to do write responsible raps. We're going to teach them how to do responsible poetry.
All right, the 8-week workshop begins the first week of February at the Wynn Center in Shreveport. Students will meet on Saturday and Sundays. The organization will provide meals. Parents are asked to come and pick up an application for their children at the Wynn Center, 5000 Greenwood Road in Shreveport.
Good evening, everyone, uh, and welcome to another episode of Listen to Learn. He's grabbing it. Listen to Learn podcast. We kind of going through a few technical problems right here, but everything will be. You gotta help her. Everything will be good in a second or two. You know what I mean? So tonight we first of all, before I even say what tonight is, how you doing, man? Nico?
I'm fine, man. Just got out, tired.
Tonight we got a special guest. His name is Larry Thompson. The streets know him as Trick Baby. How you doing, sir?
All's good, man, in the neighborhood.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Trick baby. One and only.
It's yours, it's yours.
So Trick Baby is a brother that had been, how many times have you been to Angola?
3.
3 times, starting in what year?
They were 1979.
How many years you did in from 1979 to what year?
From 79 to 1983.
From 79 to 83, then
I went back in 85 and I got out in 89.
then
I went back in 1999 and got out in 2018. In fact, on the 23rd of this month, marked my 7-year anniversary. I've been home from Angola.
2009? Okay. I was say 1999. Cause I know you came,
Yeah, 1999.
from 99
you know,
to what?
99, 81, 2000. Which I got your charge in 1998. I was convicted 1999. I came to Angola 2010. And I got out in 2018.
oh, okay. Yeah, cause I was there about a year before you. Yeah.
I think I met you back there. You back there at Camp C, weren't you? I mean Camp D.
Camp D.
you
Camp D, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but I remember when we first got there.
Because I left you at D.
Yeah.
I think 2 times, huh? No, I left you there, you came down the walk. You went home from down the walk. Yeah.
I remember when you went out.
Yeah, that was big talk,
Yeah, it was a big talk.
because dudes from Shreveport just wasn't giving time back in courts,
So,
going home. And like during our time, you was like one of the first that gave your time back and went home, just through the courts. And so, that says a lot about the justice system here in our beloved parish of Caddo.
Cattoe.
Caddo, So I would like to ask you this question. Manigo has talked about what got him free. What law got you free?
The law got me free. I was what is it, Fifth Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment.
Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, I wanted up on the ineffective assistant counsel. What that's the 6th.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's the 6th Amendment.
So
That's what I want.
for those who don't know, and I want you to speak up a little,
All right.
what constitutes an ineffective assistance of a counsel?
One is when your counsel provides you with inaccurate information.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, just like mine, told me to plead guilty and that he was gonna let the judge sentence me what he wanted to sentence to, and the DA would not much to be of me. Soon I entered that guilty plea, it was all over. I got much to be able to end up with a mandatory life sentence. What I explained to the court was this: I said, had my attorney gave me the correct information that by pleading guilty, I was facing automatic life sentence, I never would have pled guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I could have went to trial, could have got acquitted, or could have found guilty for the lesser included offense. But most importantly, is that nothing in the record showed that I was fully aware of what you were doing, of what the sentence I was gonna face. That's why when I went to the new, I'm gonna point this out. The issue that I took it back to the district court.
Yeah.
2 months go to the Louisiana Supreme Court. It stayed in there approximately 22 months. When I got to reading it back, it showed that all 7 justices ruled in my favor. That's how I come out of it, they ruled in my favor.
I remember that day.
Yes, indeed.
I remember being in the field with you when you had got the ruling, because you called me, Terrence, come look at this.
Yeah.
No, read this. And needless to say, so many guys in prison was holding their nuts on.
Absolutely.
And when I say holding your nuts, I want people to understand that it was guys who didn't want to see him go home, and guys who was saying, "Oh man, that ain't gonna. He's just talking. He ain't going home." And then he eased out of prison on him. And prison isn't a place that guys are gonna really be happy for you in a lot of times. It's a place where everybody want that freedom day.
Yes.
And if they don't get it, they don't want to see it. So I want y'all to understand it. And I want y'all to know this. Multi-bill, break it down in simple terms for those at home who don't understand what a multi-bill is.
A multi-bill is that you have been convicted of a certain amount of crime, but then they could multiply your sentence. Example, let's say that you were the third offender. Okay, so now what they're going to do, how they did me, is that they didn't sentence me pursuant to the guideline of what the charge carried. They sentenced me pursuant to the Multi-Offender Act, the multi-bill. And a part of that act, that all the sentence range that was available for me was a mandatory life sentence.
Yeah.
That's a multi-offender. They got a statute for that.
Yeah.
For multi-offender, they give you mandatory life. So you looking at the 22 life, you looking at mandatory life.
Did you have?
Yes, I'm adjudicated.
Boy, that boy did us some bad, dude.
Ooh, Jason Brown? I didn't call his name, but yeah.
You called his
Jason
name?
Brown.
Jason Brown.
And
The rightly DA around.
And his sidekick, Craig Marcotte.
Craig Marcotte.
Yeah. That's who did us in, man.
And bringing up the name Jason Brown, what makes you say he's a dirty DA?
Man, that man, he got so many people that he done sent to Angola on a Hamburg charge. The innocent man, going back to my case, man, we had a video that clearly showed that what he was presenting to the court didn't even exist on the video.
For
And
real.
he knew that. And I'm up under, I can't prove, I'm up under pressure that he went in his office once he seen the video part he wanted to see, he altered it.
Out, yeah.
I'm saying we delete.
Anything gonna help you, we not gonna put it out there.
Isn't that I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play like I don't understand what you mean. So if he's not giving you the evidence to make it a fair trial for yourself, isn't that an unfair trial?
That's just unfair.
So
Definitely unfair.
So we have situations that have happened here in the city of Shreveport that we know guys have had unfair trials due to the DA's withholding evidence. Yet a lot of those guys remain in prison. Do you think it's unfair for those guys that sit in prison? And do you think it's unfair that the new DA who replaced the ones that got those guys sentenced, he doesn't take it into his own hands to right the wrong of what happened prior to him taking office?
Yes, I said definitely wrong, but I can't see that the new DA that come in and take his place. I don't think he's gonna backtrack and correct any misdeed or dishonest that the prosecutor committed. I don't think he's gonna do that right there. But like you were saying, that it's wrong, and they know it's wrong. But then you got to look at it. That's a little family. They in cahoots with this right here.
Yeah.
You see,
Me too.
right? See, they don't care. Understand me? If they lie, they don't care if they alter evidence. They goal and their objectives what is to convict you. Long as they convict you, they satisfied. All the other stuff you file that on down the road.
So can you say that same thing that you said applies to New Orleans District Attorney Jason Williams?
I hold him to a different level, man, because I think he and those sincere at making sure that the law is applied correctly and justly. Therefore, that's why you have a lot of people from the Crescent City going home as opposed to Shreveport, because apparently the DA that we got here is unconcerned. The man been convicted, so far concerned, he been convicted. You know, so if we want any kind of help, we got to go through the process, the judicial process. That can take 10 or 15, 20 years just to get one issue before the court before they even understand it. And he ain't guaranteed then to get no action.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this: did you go to by 12, or you went judge alone?
That's it. I didn't even go. I didn't even have a judge or a jury trial. I pled guilty pursuant to the advice of my counsel.
Okay. The counsel misled you.
He misled me all the way.
Yeah. Copped out.
Yes. And I had got a copy of my plea. And I vividly remember when the judge said that, do you understand that you are looking at life? You know, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise this up right here.
Yeah.
But how he said that, I knew that he wasn't saying it right. Because, you know, he said, you understand, you is looking at life, but that leave you over that. I'm looking from this part on up to life. And all the time, I'm looking at mandatory life sentence. That's all I get.
Yeah.
You know, and the record, I wanted my record supported all this stuff. That's why they had no problem getting, you know, that's hard to do, to get all seven justice. You got 3 liberal, you got 3 conservative, and you got 1 moderate.
Yeah.
And they did what you call an end bank. An end bank means that all are participating in this decision making. And then they wrote what you call a peculiar. And the peculiar is that they're not required to write it, but the peculiar, it showed the reason why they took the action that they took.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cause I know, like me, they ain't offer me no plea.
Okay.
They just convict me. Straight L.
They wanted you, man.
Yeah.
They wanted you.
They asked me, would I plead out? I would plead out to something.
They weren't gonna let you. They wanted you.
Jason wanted me too bad.
Yeah.
And I know he slammed a lot of us on us down that road.
So,
On
man,
drug charges.
So man,
Boom bound us.
you know, I recall an incident. I'm not gonna call his name. I had a friend girl. She had a hair rod charge.
Yeah.
I was in the courtroom when she had Jason Brown.
Yeah.
You had Attic Rubenstein.
Yeah.
State attorney law. You had Montcalm. And he told her, he said, look, today we gonna offer you a plea. Because she had a hair rod charge.
Heroin. That's
He
right.
said, I said, now, you can go ahead and take this 50 years. Or I'm gonna take you to trial, and I'm gonna see to it that you be multiple, and I'm gonna give you a life sentence. Because you got some prior conviction, I'm gonna give you a mandatory life sentence. So naturally, she pled guilty, you know. And not strand, but on down the line, I got word that she was over there at St. Gabriel, so I contacted her. I said, look, send me your paperwork, let me go through it.
Yeah.
So when I got it, I read through it, and I seen an error in there, and that error is a ship. The judge did not let her know that she was eligible for parole.
Didn't organize it right.
He didn't let her know that she was right. He didn't let her know she was eligible for parole.
Yeah.
So I filed a motion to correct her legal sentence. I put my issue in there, and guess what?
She home.
They granted her her parole date.
And she
And she been home about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, she used to work for my mom.
Okay. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
mean, she used to write me.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, she
Now.
home. She can't, yeah, like you said, she been home like about 3 years.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Now.
It's because, like you found an issue in your case. And see, when you're looking at Shreveport cases, it's like you don't see people coming home, so you'll think that
Ain't no
everything been right
Yeah.
in those situations, but everything hasn't been right.
Not right at
the system could lose you in it.
Sure,
That's true.
They could, only thing they gotta do is just keep denying. Just keep holding your paperwork on until,
And some people just give up.
yeah, or just hold it for so long until they can lose you by making you die in prison.
That's
Just
true.
simple words. All thing they gotta do is just hit you with simple words. And just think about it. Everybody that done gave their time back, they had the same issue going throughout the court.
Yeah.
For real.
You can't change your issue. When you file your writ, whatever you start with, you gotta hold on to that issue.
Yeah.
So you gotta take it to each court. And it takes years. It might take you 20 years.
That's true.
But you've been filing the same writ. And one court said, man, I'm tired of playing games with this dude. I'm gonna go and let it go because he's right.
Yeah, and they know you're right.
That's how easy it is, for people to get lost in the system. And so I want people to understand, Larry is a guy that knows law. Larry is my help. But I want y'all to understand that what happened recently, as a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna see it. We just gonna talk. Last year, we had a crime session. And that crime session opened up a new way for everything to go. That crime session changed the way we've been doing law. So it changed it from being a judiciary issue to an attorney general issue. So now guys that's been in prison, instead of their cases going right back to court, they going to the attorney general. How do you see that?
I see it as unfair. Personally, I see it as unfair. It keep it at the level where they, because you're taking it up to the attorney general, it's just like he have all to say so. And it shouldn't be like that right there. Especially when you're dealing with a due process here. What's the due process? You can't get nothing unless you gotta go to the attorney general. No, I'm a strong believer in doing it the way that it's been done, from court to court.
All right. I was looking for you to say, it's a constitutional thing. Our system has been designed to go against the Constitution, the United States Constitution, in the way of saying, if you look at the United States Constitution, the Constitution was written the way it's written for this reason: separation of power. That's why we got 3 branches of government. And throughout our 3 branches of government, if you read the Constitution, they always use, it's designed this way for separation of power. One branch can't intercede or interfere with what the other branch is doing due to this separation of power. So now we have our Attorney General interceding and being a judge, the jury, and legislator. Because it's like everything got to go through them, and it's not supposed to be that. Because now our branch of judiciary loses its power.
Yeah.
They can't even much make rulings because they don't even much come to them first. Our legislative branch, it gave them all this power, and then our executive branch gave them all the power. So it's like it's no separation of power. So it's a constitutional violation, and we got to understand it. And I was expecting Larry to expound on that. But it makes it extremely, extremely hard for a guy that's been in prison for 30, 40 years to get back in court now. Because if y'all understand procedural bars, there's a such thing as a 930.8. 930.8 says that you are barred from court. You can't come back in. And if the Attorney General says you would not come back into the courts, you will die in prison if you have a life sentence. Unless a law change. And that'll have to come from the tops to our state to get in line with it. So I want to ask you, Larry, what landmark case do you think is the most for Louisiana? Unapplied landmark case, you don't see nobody getting play on it, but in Louisiana. But in other states, you see people getting play on it.
A landmark case?
Yes.
I know a couple. I know one is, I never heard of, it's a Fourth Amendment case. That's Terry versus Ohio.
Terry versus Ohio. What about Mendez?
The Mendez, which is the landmark case gonna be, Terry versus Ohio. That's a landmark. And,
I use that in the federal court. Illegal search seat.
you got another case.
That's how I beat the feds with that.
Okay,
Terry versus Ohio.
Yeah. But you got another case. I can't cite the name of.
What about old boy that was dying there with us from New Orleans? Epstein.
Epstein.
But no.
That ain't no landmark.
Yeah, I'm so Louisiana. But see, this is what I'm asking you. This is what I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, example. Let's say everybody come through here. And this is facts.
Yeah.
Everybody come through here. They can hear y'all. We can hear y'all. Let's say everybody, go on. Let's say everybody, well, perfect example. Our public defender's office filed a claim and said that it's impossible for them to help all their clients because they was understaffed, underpaid. They had too many clients. They couldn't give them proper representation. At that moment, they just effectively told you that they are ineffective.
It'll be a six-member
Yet,
constitution.
how many people in Shreveport go home on ineffective assistance of counsel?
Man, that's rare.
That's so much.
That's what I'm looking for. You did
Rare. I
it.
did it.
That's why
Right.
people didn't think they was saying, man, he ain't gonna go home on that.
Yeah.
Everybody in Shreveport got that claim of justice.
Yeah.
Remember, guys were saying that. Yet,
Everybody
here you
got
go.
ineffective.
Everybody.
Everybody.
When the public defender's office made that claim, they told you that they was ineffective.
Yeah.
But yet nobody goes home. Now look at what New Orleans did. They DA's office did it. You know what they did?
What they did?
They gave them so much money that now their public defender's office operates like private attorneys. So they get good representation. So they can't never ever come and say
With the
ineffective assistance of counsel. Because
Ain't
now,
living like that no more.
yeah, everything that.
Cause everybody using it, ain't nobody getting free off of it.
And here,
But Trick did.
your trick was a rarity. And that's why I do something that it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, you ain't going away, you just
Well, I
talk.
sure had ineffective assistance counsel. Monroe, that little side of the coat, in trial. I'm telling I couldn't do nothing. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, man? I'm telling I ain't say nothing. Just let the people just straight railroad. I'm like, golly.
You know, in reflection, I think the biggest part, how I think that I was successful, that I once heard, what that guy name used to be that preach, he was the preacher of St. Luke. Who? The church that ain't going. He went home.
Yeah, you talking about Sydney?
Sitting in the Deloach.
Sitting in the Deloach, all right, yeah.
I go to the law library, you see this picture down there, and it was saying, he said, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove.
Yeah.
Bring it back to where I was. It ain't that all that I noticed, it was that I could prove it.
Yeah,
It was in the record.
Yeah.
So that's why I won all 7 justice. They see it, it's in black and white.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I'm saying that when you assert something, you got to be able
To show it in the record.
Sure.
That's your exhibit.
Yeah, that's it right
You
here.
cannot,
It's the facts
you
right
cannot
here.
hide, because it's in the
Can't
record.
get around that. This is what y'all did.
And
This
you
is
can't
what
hit
you
it,
said.
you can't hit it with the face of the record.
right. And the thing that's still right here, that argument that it was so clear cut, that it's hard to get the 7 justices at the Louisiana Supreme Court on your side.
It ain't hard as rare.
Yeah, it's rare. It's very rare.
I know we stayed in the law library.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
every
man, we
day.
stayed in there. We stayed in there, studied there. We had to. I mean, we didn't do who
Who
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it? And the law put you in prison.
Yeah.
Law had to
Get
do
you
the
out.
thing to get you out.
You see how I knew that I was gonna win my case after, look man, I mean, I done read over 1,000 cases there.
Oh, really?
All the jokes that I did. How I knew that I had to show thing. I got a federal case and I shepherdized it, and it was an up-to-date case. I said, now the issue that I'm coming with have already been decided by the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeal. That's the high federal court of the state.
Yeah.
Said, which letting you know that this issue this man
Wrong.
coming with, that's what it done already been decided. So we ain't got to go here no more.
For real.
That's how all 7 on rule in my favor.
For real.
That's how I knew that I had to show thing there. And I want to give a shout out to the young white boy. Y'all follow him named Logan Neal.
Logan, oh yeah, he was back there in the dome with me.
The reason why I give a shout out to I told Lord, I said, Logan, look, I say now, when I try to format this issue here, I go into too many details. I need a person who don't go to detail.
Mm-hmm.
I say now,
I'm
I'm
gonna add too much in it.
Right. I say now, I'm gonna do all the research, man, just format it for me.
Yeah.
And I did all the research. I took it to him, we formatted. I said, I got one.
Yeah, he in Rayborn, that's what he did. He in Rayborn, that's why I left him.
I remember when you were saying this, who just put it together for you.
Yeah,
Logan,
Logan
yeah.
Neal.
Yeah. They gave him the blues up there in Rayborn too.
I hate that, man.
They won't let him work in the law library or nothing. They know too much.
Yeah, they don't want
You know,
guys like
anybody
that.
that know too much, that ain't gonna ride with them, they gonna get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody to convict you with your write-ups or disciplinary reports, whatever. If they ain't convicting you, they don't want you working in the law library. I know that's how they was at Rayborn, and that's sad.
Yeah, it is, man. That's
I mean, from the big house to the little cold road.
It's a question I want to ask you. And Manico, I want you to, this is a question that we're going to start asking everybody.
Already.
So if I don't ask it, make sure you ask it to everybody. What's freedom to you? To you, not to him, to you.
well, freedom to me is the ability to do, what I want to do, without restraint, as long as it's in the confines of the law. And being able to go and come as I please, to have my own independence.
For real.
That's part of what freedom is to me. The ability to express myself the way I want to express myself without restraint, as long as I'm in confines of the law.
How much does freedom cost?
Man, it costs, I'm not gonna say no year, but it costs a lot of suffering, man. Because the price of freedom, like Malcolm X once said, is death. But in my situation, I didn't die. I went through a lot of suffering, man. Night after night, couldn't sleep, constantly reading books, getting prematurely sick. That's the price of freedom, man. I mean, I suffered every day. I felt every day I was dying at that goal during that time there. I made a lot of sacrifice. I say made a lot of sacrifice. I didn't go out there run the yard. I didn't go in the gym and play ball. I didn't go lift the weight and all that.
None of that.
My mind was getting, because I said to myself, I said, the law put you in here. The law can get you out when you learn the process how to reverse that law.
For real.
And that's what I did.
You got to find it.
You got to find it. It's there.
I'm telling you, I'm
But are
talking
you
about
willing?
stacks of paper.
But are you willing?
Got to
Read
read.
over and over until you find it. Like I did. I kept reading. If that needle in the haystack, guess what? I found that needle.
Got your mustache.
That's why I'm out here.
Got your
I found
mustache.
it. We
You
had a
cheated to
slogan.
win.
We had a slogan when I was a member of Angola Life.
Yeah.
That slogan was never give up.
Never give up.
Never
Don't know
give
nothing
up.
about
There
it.
were t-shirts around there in Angola.
Never
That's
give
like a
up.
big slogan.
Every year they have it too.
Never give
Never
up.
give up.
And then when I remember some of the guy fall by the wayside to get to listen to them, oh man, you stuck, you ain't. They start tearing up their legal work, and you just don't know when the law may change.
For real.
But now you ain't got nothing to put in court.
I still got my legal
Because you
work.
listen to your friend, you trying to impress them,
Yeah.
and you tore up all your paper. Now you ain't got used to
No, I ain't tearing up no evidence. I need that.
Man, I came home.
One word get me free.
The legal cases.
One
And I
word.
still got it.
One word get me free. I got boxes of it right now. I ain't throwing away nothing.
Right,
State
man.
and field.
Like I said, man, you got to make that sacrifice, man. You want to come home, man. Hit them law books, man. There's something in them. You know, but you got, you got to have the tenacity and the sagacity. Just go at it, don't let up, man. You know, you go at it, you go out and get it, and don't come back until you come back with it.
For real.
That's one thing I came back with, man. God, man, God, the law was good, man.
You did that.
Man, I feel good. I'm happy, man.
I'm happy for you
Yes,
too.
indeed, man.
I'm glad to see you leave.
Me too.
But I know when I see you leave,
Yeah,
my day coming.
yeah.
All I gotta do is keep fighting.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keep fighting,
The
man.
more we ask, why you steadily filing the court? Cause I wanna go home. If I don't do it, who gonna do it? You can't just bank on no lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
During the time, during my 30 years of incarceration, no case opened the floodgates like Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
John Epstein is a brother from New Orleans,
Yeah.
actually. John Epstein he was a guy selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And his case opened the door for hundreds before it opened the door for itself.
For real. For real. Ain't that
Hundreds of guys, but I'm talking about guys was
Beat
going
him
home every day off of
out
Epstein.
here?
yeah.
Every day they was going home off of Epstein.
Yeah.
And guys are still reaping the benefits of Epstein
Right now.
to today.
And that's to any case. If y'all wanna go home, read them cases.
Right.
Sleep in that law library.
You use my case as your medical. You use Larry. You use whoever. Damn.
Yeah.
Just anybody that's free.
Look at their case.
Look at their case.
See what the
They're gonna
similarities
tell you
is.
everything about this person.
Yeah. And
What
look
he
at the
did.
similarities.
Yeah.
And you can use those cases to get you home. Just matching it.
That's
The only
it.
thing you're doing is matching it and knowing how to word what you say.
Yep.
You even gotta have a typewriter to write a written to the courts.
For real.
Right.
Long as it's
Hand written.
legible. It's gotta be legible.
Yeah.
And you just got to understand the rules of the court to know how much spacing needed and how much margin space needed
Don't get
also.
barred out though.
Yeah, don't get bored. Cause once
Don't
you
get that
bored
bar.
under this administration, hey man, this is the roughest time that imaginable. It's not gonna be easy.
No.
It's not gonna be easy, man, because those risks are no longer going to the courts. The courts could kind of like be lenient, but it ain't going to the courts now. So, you got to understand it.
West Law.
Whew.
West Law.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, man, you said something a while ago, and how I started testing the water, once I started learning a little bit of law, 'cause I had already took a paralegal course, so I know a little something. I said, now it's time for me to test the water, so I started just putting motion together, putting in the courts.
Yeah.
See what it says.
Yeah.
See what they respond.
Yeah.
I kept doing that, I kept the time perfecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Now they, start, getting some, decent result. And I once heard of somebody that said stuff, I can't think of the word right now, and at that time it made a lot of sense to me, but I kept putting them in there, and then after a while, I became good at it, man.
For real.
I became good at it.
So it's like to guys that's coming into the system right now. Guys just committing crimes right now going in. Man, you better study
Yeah.
because your time starts ticking.
And
Once you start appealing, your time ticking.
don't let that 2 years elapse. Go ahead with your post conviction.
You better understand how that time works.
So live.
That state time running with that state, with that fed time running with state time. So like how he was filing into courts, he preserved time at times.
Yes, indeed.
So you got to understand, man. You got to know and learn the rules of the court. Learn the rules of the court. learn the code of ethics that DA is supposed to have and that your lawyers are supposed to have. Those are extremely important things. Learn it, especially if you're sitting in CCC. You ain't coming outside. So you need to be studying cases. Right? Just studying cases. Pass your time studying cases. Because you got to educate yourself if you want to come home.
I know I educated myself. And if you don't speak up for yourself, you just gonna be right there.
Yes.
You got to speak up.
You know, another thing, might have them guys that work in the law library, you know, they've been there for years.
And man, that you got a good claim, they ain't.
And I go in there, you know, and I intentionally, you know, I said, man, this case, I said, read this for me, man. I said, what do it mean? Man, you fishing in the water, man, fishing in the water. You done.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
Cause you done.
Right, I said, you just wait and see.
For real.
I said, just wait and see. See, when I got that, like I said, when they overturned my thing, I said, what I told her, I said, you don't know what you think, you know, man.
You ever had somebody, they mad because you on a drug charge, and they might be on armed robbery, rape, murder, whatever. They feel like we just wasting our time because we on a drug charge. We don't want to be free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you've been through that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, it made me have to just really stay around people because
That's a fact.
it's like, man, what you want to see me here?
That's a fact, bro.
Because mine, I got a good claim, and I know how to use it and present it to the club. I mean, to the court.
And you know, me and my homeboy, we should stay, you know, we was in Dorney, we should stay going at Elijah Wall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Elijah Wall, yeah.
We used to stay at it, man.
Yeah.
And he knows some stuff.
I talked to Elijah Wall not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Probably about a month ago.
Okay.
When he came to court, you know, I went to court with him. You know, yeah.
Okay.
Go tell me, you know I got you free. I said, thank you, Elijah Wall, for everything you did for me, man.
And I told the same thing, man. Oh, man, you and that white boy, y'all know this. I'm going to show you Elijah Wall. And when I got said, I told you so. Showed it to you. There it is right there.
He gonna argue with you.
He gonna argue with you.
Ooh, he gonna argue with you.
He gonna
But
argue.
sometimes you got to make people see
See
what
your
you
point,
see.
yeah.
Because they don't see what you see. They think you just messed up in the head.
They think that you just want to go home, but you ain't seen.
Yeah.
They be like, man, I've been doing this for you. You can't tell me
That's
nothing.
how I did Gerard. Hey, look at him, right? This it right
You know
here.
he did.
Huh?
You know he did.
No.
You know Gerard did?
No.
Yeah, Gerard been dead about 2 months now.
What you say?
You know he had that asthma real bad.
Yeah.
He died at Hunts.
I didn't know that.
Yep, Gerard died at Hunts, bro. He been dead about 2 months.
I didn't know that. Rest in peace, Gerard.
Rest in peace, Gerard.
Gerard helped me with my legal work.
He had a dude that just died in Angola. No, it's in the parish, in CCC, yesterday.
Yes, right?
Mm-hmm. An older guy stopped breathing.
Yeah.
You know, so much stuff like that, people don't want to just talk about.
They ain't gonna talk about it, 'cause they don't want it to be out there.
Yep,
Check on your people. The
Check
people
on your
in
people,
incarcerated, check on your people.
sad we had tragedy today that struck the city. And, you know, that's a sad thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I hate that things like that happen. But you know, I wanna ask you this. And get prepared to answer a question, man, to go. What's the most tripped out thing you've seen in all your Josephs in Angola?
What's the most, all my Joseph in Angola that I've seen, Angola, that's a good one now. To me, I mean, I don't want mess this thing up. Is that a lot of them guys that I see down there tripped out, but tripped me out how they seem so happy-go-lucky, man. That's me.
Yeah.
I done seen so unconcerned, you know, and they were satisfied by the petty things, you know, and not realizing that with the sentence you got, man, you doing all that, but you gonna die here, man, if you don't get out of here, you know. That's one of the things that really, that's each time supposed to be 5 people down and walking. I don't see no more, about 3 or 4 people here, and it's all library.
Empty.
You see what I'm saying?
They don't wanna go home.
You have to help yourself. I mean, that's my point of view. You help yourself.
I agree.
That's what I see. And I want to just say, ain't go the same thing, DCI, Hunts, Way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Man, y'all caught up with these little activities they provide y'all with down there, man. You forget what you realize. You realize it's your freedom. And none of this stuff ain't gonna get you your freedom. None of it gonna get you your
How
freedom.
did you feel working in that kitchen?
Which one? They ain't going?
There you go. You used to sell them pies. You know, what is that? And the Ashley used to be cooking the pie.
You know what it is?
Huh?
You know what it is? Yeah.
Ashley, yeah, I know Ashley. Shit, we come down and go together almost.
Yeah.
Hey, we got that almost.
You ain't talking about dragon, what they call
No,
it?
Ash.
Ashley.
Actually.
With the bald head, you think he's a cold-blooded baker down there.
And he
He
make it
bake,
look
though.
pretty. He can bake and he make it look pretty. So
Yeah.
his presentation is beautiful. You don't know Ash?
You know Ashley.
Hey, you used to sell food. You used to bring cakes and stuff down through
With
here.
pound cakes.
Yep, he used to sell a pound cake. He could kill you with the pound cake.
$5 pound cake.
He used to kill you with the pound.
But anyway, I enjoy working in the kitchen, man. It was a job, though, but I really want,
4 cents.
but I really want.
I think in the kitchen it was about 8 cents.
Oh, 8 cents in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
they jumped up about 7, 8.
8 cents. Get 16 cents, but they split it in half.
8, but no, yeah, the kitchen, yeah, but you have to be working in there for so long before you can get that incentive.
Incentive.
But 8, yeah, the jump in pay rate.
Yeah.
But you know, for some reason, man, I mean, even I worked at 9:15, where I think, man, you work at the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we was in the process.
And line of fact, all these places that I work, even when I working out in the fields,
Yeah.
you know,
We was in the field at Camp D together.
You know, I ain't been to the field since I've been there, ain't go.
You had to do this down the
Yeah, I
door.
had a fight to
And you got that sickle, so you can't go in there.
Ain't going.
see, the same thing, man, I was working with, see, my mind, you know, it really went on that work, you know what I'm saying? My mind, it was on that
Freedom,
man. It was on
freedom,
man.
freedom.
Yeah, but we was talking that law every day in the field. We ain't talking nothing but law.
Man,
Don't know what, like dudes be coming around. Man, say, man, don't nobody
Don't
want to hear
hear
about
about
no dude,
nobody else,
man.
baby.
Trying to go home. Man, I don't want to hear that.
That's all y'all know.
Talk about
Talk
another
about
dude.
somebody else.
Like, man, I don't want to hear that.
Sit
Talk,
down,
man. I want to go home.
I don't want to hear that, man.
How you gonna get home? You
Like,
worry about
Nobody
so
else.
and so.
Only thing we do is breaking down laws.
That's it, man.
Land, look, what case you read last night? What you got out that case?
Yeah.
Run it back to
Right.
me. Tell me, then if you ain't got it right, nah, that ain't right.
Ain't it?
You know what I'm saying? Those were those constructive conversations that we had.
Well,
That we
mine
had.
was like yours. I didn't really know how to put it together.
Yeah.
You saw
But
this.
I know what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's what I was doing. Basically coaching Gerard and the lawyer. You know, this is what's up right here.
But I tell the kid, I think they need to go back and revisit it. You know, it's a landmark case of what it is, that Strickland.
Strickland versus
Washington.
Strickland versus
And
Washington.
then you got that Jackson versus Virginia.
Jackson versus Virginia.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them cases that need revisited, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really.
A lot of them are. But they ain't getting the good rulings because, man, you got the Supreme Court now.
Yeah.
See, if you think about it, they really, this Supreme Court really did away with ineffective assistance of counsel.
Well, they got away with that.
What? You ain't man, read Clarence Thomas? He gave the opinion of the
Did he
majority.
pass?
Hell no.
To my Clarence Procedural, right?
No, Clarence
Thomas,
Thomas
he
on
got
the Supreme Court.
Oh, all right, the judge.
Yeah, man, they really did away with the
I'm talking about
ineffective.
old man Clarence.
Oh, Mr. Clarence.
Clarence Simmons.
He still?
He still living?
Yeah, I be going to see him. He in the nurse home.
Oh, yeah?
Right by LSU.
I didn't
Right?
know he got out.
Yeah, you right. We can go see him whenever we
Yeah,
get
I want
on.
to go see my boy, man.
And he still, you know, he don't talk nothing but law.
Yeah, I want to see my boy.
T-Win,
Yeah.
this is what we gonna argue right
Yeah.
here. And he's still right.
Yeah.
90-something years old.
For real.
Don't know nothing but
But
law.
we stayed running that moment.
Yeah, he know that law, bro.
Yeah, he know.
He in one nursing home, his fall partner in another
Oh,
nursing
fall
home.
partner.
Yeah, his fall partner had kind of like been left before you had came.
Oh,
But
okay.
Clarence right in the nursing home, man.
But see, we was in Mexico back in the 70s, fall upon a named Sammy Bernard. Man.
Yeah.
Had a brother named Big Harry.
Yeah.
Big Harry Bernard out of Motown.
Okay.
No Sam, man, ain't no Sam,
He-
man. I
he-
thought somebody said he had passed, man.
He in the nursing home.
Man, let's go.
Uh-huh.
He up in his age.
Both of them, they in their nineties. You know,
Tell
dudes
you
that,
another bad one, man. Jack King, rest in peace,
rest
Jack
in
King.
peace, Jack,
man.
yeah. Yeah, Jack was,
What's
Yeah.
up, Bobby Sneed?
yeah, Bobby, he home.
Yeah, I know he home. He hit me up, he said he was gonna
He
come
just
by.
was up here and they ain't called none of us. He waited till he left.
Yeah, he said he was gonna call
They
me.
ain't
He
called none
came.
of us, man. But yeah, Bobby a bad boy with that law.
Yeah.
Free Slim, man. Free Slim. Yeah,
Bobby.
man.
Oh, Dion, yeah.
Free Slim.
I gotta send Dion some money, man. Yeah, I gotta send, I'm broke now. But yeah, man, so, all right, I wanna ask you, this is a hard question,
Man,
man.
I'm tired.
You hear me? This is a hard question. I know you're tired, been working all day, but I wanna ask you this, and I want you to answer this too, man, to go. God done said, hey, man. Nope, it ain't God. Man done said, I'm gonna give you one person you can get free. Everybody gonna be mad at you if you don't pick them. But what one person, if man said that you can get them released today just because you call their name, who would that one person be?
I mean, I had to call my partner home, man. I knew his mother, so Kenneth Palmer, a.k.a. Fat Man.
Already.
Fat Man, you hear him, Fat Man?
Already. Mine would be Lamont Johnson, my cousin, LJ.
LG.
Okay.
He overdue, man. He overdue. He overdue.
That's a good one. That was a good one. So,
And I love all my partners that's down there. Ain't gold, wherever they at, they Wade. Man, rest in peace, my little partner, man. I met my partner Damien Ferris, man, RCC. Man, I got the phone call from my little brother and them that's at RCC and told me he got killed. That messed me up. He went home about 3 weeks before I went home. He got killed. New Orleans.
so we don't want to hold Larry up because he's tired. So this is our session where we're gonna give our shout outs. So shout out anybody you want to shout out, Larry. Man, to go as always. Man. I
Free
wanna shout
Kilo,
out-
man. I-20 rider.
I-20 rider, man.
Free Tony G, man.
Yeah, free
Yep.
Tony.
Free Lil D.
I want to give a shout out to Brock.
Free Brock.
Ooh, man, I'm trying to think. Man, there's so many people
Free
that
Red. Champs.
And my boy, 06, old Jimmy White.
Free Hickadoo, man.
Yeah, man, free he can do. Now that's a
He
brother.
do.
I gotta help him get out
Yeah.
because he can do.
Man, got
He can do it. Got a
two
life
rocks.
for 2 rocks, man.
2 rocks, man.
That's a brother we gotta get free.
You happened over
That's
there.
the other white.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep. A guy came up with out the hood with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get free. We gotta get him freed, man.
So they
Man, it's so many people who I be wanting to shout out. Oh, Player Ray. I ain't never shouted you out.
Already.
Shout out Player
Ray.
Ray. I want to shout out, man, there's so many people that I have to think of.
Yeah, I want to.
Hooks. Hooks is a inmate counsel that wrote with the juveniles throughout. I hope you get better, man. I know you're going through your difficult time. I hope you get better. Big Will, another inmate counsel that's, I think deserves his freedom. Charles, another inmate counsel. Mike.
Free Lil Mike.
Yeah, free Lil Mike, man.
On the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, bottom boy Mike. Free Mike.
Yeah.
And his fall partner
Free
Mike.
Debo, man. Lil Debo.
Yeah, Lil
that homie,
Debo.
man.
Yeah.
Andrew
man.
Drew. At the
Free
bottom.
Swag, man.
Yeah, free Drew and Old Dog.
Yeah.
2 cousins, not on the same charge, but 2 cousins. And that Nash.
And don't
And
forget my boy Ra Ra.
Yeah, we gotta always say right. Man, to the brothers on Death Row. It's a lot of y'all that we know.
Lil Phil.
Yeah, Lil
Lil
Phil,
Phil.
Nathaniel
Free
Cole, Gunslinger.
Gunslinger. Explain.
Ooh, man, it's more than we know. Man, you know, I pray that y'all can get off the road. I pray that I pray that nobody lose their life on death row. I mean, we saw today or yesterday how effectively the pen works from the president's hand to other people that's been convicted, whose has their record the slate white clean, with people that tried to take over the whole country, try to overthrow the great people of our country.
For real.
They're no longer viewed as criminals.
How?
You know, but us as black people, we gotta always be viewed as criminals. So we can see how that works.
Man, I know some guys, white guys, that had drug charges, same DA I had, judge, and now one of them gets multi-bill. I don't know no white guy that have been multi-bill with this habitual felony. I don't know no. I don't know any. Do you?
You know, we got two systems. We got a system for them and a system for us. So the system for us is always gonna be the harshest system.
For real.
Man,
It's a double standard, man.
very much so, double standard.
So y'all need to think we don't see that stuff?
So we wanna tell y'all this before we leave. Next week, we got a real special show for y'all. I won't reveal anything because people's schedules are subject to change.
At any time.
Yeah, at any time. But you best believe Manny Go and I will be here.
You really?
So we hope that y'all learn to listen because we're trying to teach y'all something. And it's very, very imperative. So we ask that y'all please subscribe to Listen to Learn podcast on YouTube. Yeah, we ask that y'all comment and
Help us grow.
and we ask that y'all soon start coming to visit. Because like I say, start next month, we will have a lawyer here to give y'all advice. So y'all can come. Our food will be here. You know, we're gonna give y'all the live performance that we do. So y'all just grow with us. That's all we ask.
For real.
That's all we ask. Grow with us. And it's gonna be an enjoyable ride. So until next time, we're gonna say peace.